evening and welcome to the quarterfinals of the Thor Open qualifier. The third last actually qualifier before we are actually going to have the Thor Open in Stockholm offline. And we're going to see which one of these two teams is going to be making it through to the semi-finals. Because that is what this is for. This is the quarterfinals. Semi-finals are going to be held tomorrow, probably at 8. Keep an eye out for those, as we'll see if it's going to be mTw on the dire side or 3D Max, otherwise known as Gamer University, or formerly known as Gamer University before they got picked up by 3D Max. Before that, well, one of these two teams is going to be making it through together with a lot of other teams as well, or at least, well, 4 in total, obviously. It's the semi-finals then. 2 semi-finals, making 4 teams. You can check that out at the brackets that I have linked somewhere in the chat. I will actually do it again because otherwise I don't see it, and let's just copy and paste. There we go. So that's that. And we'll see which one of these two teams is going to make it through. Yeah, so we have a Sven ban out. mTw banned it out in the previous game as well. It's their first ban. We have got the Batrider, Undying, and Darkseer as well banned out. And let's see what the first pickup is going to be. It's going to be a Templar Assassin with a Bounty Hunter. Logical pickup after that. Not logical because it is a counter or anything like that, but logical because it's a hero that we see in Dota a lot since a week or two. He's, I mean, personally I think it's because the metagame has shifted so much towards killing one another that the extra track gold that you can get is just too good to pass up on. Rubik will be the second pickup for mTw, having a hero picked up that can play support, can play a solo mid, a lot of options for him, so not really giving anything away yet about their lineup. Is going to be the next pickup for 3D Mix. Oh, what I would like to see is the Bounty Hunter being picked up here. Oh, sorry. Bounty Hunter is already picked up, obviously. For mTw, I mean Night Stalker. Night Stalker Bounty Hunter combination is very strong, and I do like to see that with a lot of movement speed coming off from those two. The chasing potential is insane. So that is gonna be cool. Chaos Knight will be picked up by 3D Max, another mid-game hero, also giving away what they want. Are they gonna secure their dual lane, so having, or duo/tri-lane, having already a hero together with that Chaos Knight, like a Wisp or like a Leshrac or something like that can go well together with the Chaos Knight? Or do they want to be picking up something else which is well, maybe a jungle hero or a support? It's going to be a regular support though. I say regular, but he is of course a hero that we do see a lot as support, but is not necessarily great together with the Chaos Knight, even though of course Chaos Ball is going to make sure that the Ice Path and the Dual Breath will hit regardless. So it is nice. But not really one of those secure ones. Anyway, we see a Chen picked up by mTw, so really still not giving anything away. They're gonna have a jungle hero, that's basically the only thing they say, and they're gonna ban out the other jungle heroes that are there. At least the Enchant was already out of the pool, with the Juggernaut being banned out, the first one for 3D Max, waiting for the next ban out from them. Are they gonna be banning out that Night Stalker? I think that would be a good choice, because, I mean, even if I didn't want to have a Night Stalker, Night Stalker is one of those heroes that is a signature hero for Synderen. So who knows? Maybe he wants to play that one again. As we have seen Night Stalker a lot lately, especially together with that Bounty Hunter. We'll see though. We'll see. As the next ban out, they're actually going to be almost ticking into bonus time. Have 5 seconds left before they will be ticking into their bonus time. Other than the Night Stalker, what else would you want to ban out? You know that Rubik has got a multifunctional hero, so you don't really know if you should ban out supports or solos. They ban out the Night Stalker though. Interesting hero to ban out at this stage of the game, especially since Chen is already there to go into the jungle. Of course, Night Stalker is Lifestealer is a nice hero to have against the Pudge, for example, but I don't think he's gonna be picked up by 3D Max. Against the Chaos Knight, I mean, a hero with a free BKB, you don't really want that against a Chaos Knight, because Chaos Knight wants to be able to stun people for 4 seconds. There's going to be another jungle hero banned out by mTw, no real surprise there. Enigma is going to be the target, with now again 3D Max being forced to having to ban out one hero. And they already took so long about that previous one, so they have to think again, which one do they not want to face, which one does mTw still want to pick up, and because of their pickups so far, like I said, they're not giving anything away just yet. I do think, I mean, together with the Rubik, there's a lot of heroes that go well together with the Rubik. Rubik is a support that is just multifunctional as well. Which hero I would like to see picked up if Rubik is indeed going to be going into dual lane? I'm not sure, to be fair.
5 seconds.
Maybe a Dragonite again, actually. Yeah, Dragonite would be nice. Worked out nice in the previous game as well.
Reserve time.
It was the last pickup previous time for mTw, so yeah, a bit of a surprise pick there. Maybe they want to do it again. We'll see, though, of course. Well, actually, 3D Max did not see previous game, because they were fighting for their spot in the quarterfinals where they're at now. And we're gonna see if they can anticipate in that Dragonite, as they're taking the time to discuss which carry could they still pick up together with that Rubik on a dual lane, which would be the most dangerous one to face. And the Magnus is gonna be the target there. Could of course also be the solo mid hero that was still in the pool. Actually quite surprised that he made it that far. Last ban out for mTw. Do they want to ban out the Nature's Prophet, also a jungle hero for them? Or are they gonna leave that one in and just ban out something else that could go for the 3D Max right here? Because what they are still missing is, well, they are missing a Wisp apparently, but I was gonna say a long lane solo. But Wisp now being banned out will force Chaos Knight and Jakiro to either have a jungle hero or at least not be able to be all over the map again. Queen of Pain will be picked up here though, could be a long lane solo. They could also try to run an aggressive trial lane with the Chaos Knight, Jakiro and something else still left to be picked up. But let's see what mTw is gonna pick up first. As, well, like I said, hoping for a Night Stalker and maybe a Dragonite as well, maybe both. They still have the space for that. They need a mid lane, they need their farm, their carry, their short lane. Unless they want to have Bounty Hunter there. Since if it's going to be an aggressive trial lane coming up from 3D Max, that a Bounty Hunter there is definitely not a bad idea. Would make sure that a Bounty Hunter will get some levels, fast levels as well, if you stay alive versus a trial lane and get experience. That's nice. And he's not that easy target to gank. Would force 3D Max to also buy wards and gems and stuff like that. And it's always good to make your opponent buy stuff. Force your opponent to buy stuff that they otherwise would not buy, like wards, like dust. Or maybe a gem. But mTw taking their time, got 55 seconds left into their bonus time, and they're using it. In the meantime though, 3D Max will of course also make sure that they use that time properly. One more, come on, go pick something up. I want to see Night Stalker, I just do. Well, okay, it's gonna be Dragonite first. Well, I could have told them that they want to pick that up. Maybe saving the Night Stalker to last, let's hope so. We're gonna see first what 3D Max wants to pick up there. And, well, like I said, is it gonna be an aggressive trial lane? Or are they still gonna be sending something in the jungle? Are they still going to have a trial lane with something else? I mean, there's still a lot of supports into this. And there's the support with the Chaos Knight. I mean, they don't have a Leshrac, but Lina works a bit the same way. Her Lightning Strike array, followed up by the Chaos Knight thing. Actually, the other way around, of course. Chaos Knight, Chaos Bolt, and then followed up by Lightning Strike array. That will be a guaranteed stun from the Lina. A lot of burst damage as well. And if you can then also have an Ice Bath and a Dual Breath, that will be a death for whoever is on the lane. If they can find that person, of course. Because if it's a Bounty Hunter, he might be invisible. We'll find out though, as we still have mTw, we've got 30 seconds left into their bonus time. Is it gonna be a Night Stalker? If we look at 3D Max, a Night Stalker would definitely be nice against the Queen of Pain, would be nice against the Lina and the Jakiro. A Templar Assassin and Chaos Knight though, that's a bit of a different story. They're not heroes that would run away if they see a Night Stalker coming. You have a 4-second stun that could land on your face, and melt damage to go through, which is also pretty painful, so it might not be all that ideal. But we'll just have to wait and see. It's gonna be a, it could also be an Invoker still, maybe. Since they already have the Dragonite in their character. Oh, really? This is interesting. And this is a bit disappointing. That's a bit of a shame. I'm sorry for disappointing you, trying to make you ready for a Night Stalker and stuff, and then not going for it, because that's not really ideal. Shadow Demon gonna be played as support because mTw picks it up. Will this mean that Rubik is gonna be played as a solo mid hero? I mean, every time he gets picked up, I say it, he's a hero that can fulfill every role, but normally he still gets played as a support. So, after saying it at least once, I normally assume that he's gonna be a support regardless, but this time, it's gonna be Cinderin on the Rubik, so he will be in the mid lane for that one. And we're switching overlays as that was actually successful so forth, so we can see what mTw is going to be playing, who is playing what. We have mTw, like I said, on the Shadow Demon, Syndrin on the Rubik, who's going for a fast bottle with that Warlock on the Bounty Hunter, long lane solo for him, as we have 2 legs again on his Dragonite, and Dutch Freak is going to be playing the Jungle Hero, the Chen. And that will be the lineup for mTw. We're jumping ourselves over to the Radiant team, 3D Max, recently picked up the team called Gamer University. So that is this team, or at least formerly known as Gamer University, now 3D Max, now trying to make their way to the Thor Open. And we're gonna see for that the Chaos Knight being played by Noya is gonna be a Crit, who is standing in for this one, is gonna be playing the Lina. And if you're wondering why he's called Sad Dota, is because today he learned that even though he thought he was gonna be going to DreamHack, they qualified for with WeAs Asian and stuff. They picked up a sponsor that was gonna send them to DreamHack, Hard to Kill. Picked them up, but then Hard to Kill pulled the plug and decided, you know what, we have disbanded and we no longer have a team and we no longer have money and we're no longer going to send you to DreamHack, so that's why he's sad. But he's going to be playing the Lina, and I just wanted to share that with you because I quite feel for them. And they made a post on their Facebook, which I agree was quite touching. We have got Rotten playing the Queen of Pain. He's probably going to be going in the mid lane against that Rubik. We're going to have the Ace going to be playing the Templar Assassin, and actually Ace is going to be in the mid lane. He's already going for a fast bottle. Queen of Pain going to be on the bottom lane, which will indeed mean that we're probably going to see an aggressive tri lane, as we see some trees getting cleared out there by Crit there. But yeah, it's going to be the Queen of Pain on the bottom safe lane against the Bounty Hunter. Both of these will be getting farm. They will be getting levels, which is extra important on the Bounty Hunter. I mean, Queen of Pain would get it anyway because she is the one on the safe lane. But now Bounty Hunter, not that hard lane for him to be against. Still maybe a bit annoying, but he will be getting levels, and that's the most important thing. Just like we saw in the previous game as well, getting that track up is just so important. We have got the Templar Assassin, like I said, against the Rubik. Let's just put up the last hits in the night so you see those, even if I'm rambling on about other stuff. But so far, it's going to be Syndrin that's throwing out a lot of harassment, trying to force out a refraction here from Ace, who still hasn't put that one up. So far waiting, but the harassment keeps coming. There's the refraction. And now he noticed it. Now Syndrin noticed it. So that's just fine. And we have gotten the aggressive trial, and it's going to be the Chaos Knight. And did I already introduce everybody? I think I did, didn't I? No, Hayek! I forgot Hayek. He's going to be playing Jakiro. That's that one. But yeah, aggressive tri lanes versus semi tri lane, with the Chen being there as well as the Shadow Demon supporting that Dragonite, who's of course going to be able to tank a bit of creeps to take the creeps as his tower. But the thing about aggressive tri lanes is, and I said it in all games so far that have had aggressive tri lanes, is that you have to get kills to make it work. Because if you don't, then your opponents will get creeps in the jungle, while you will not be getting creeps in the jungle. Whoa, will there be an deny on that one? Shockwave? No, Ice Bat, stun from Lina, actually hits on 2 legs, and now it's the salve being used on the Chaos Knight, who's gonna be able to get away. I was thinking he's gonna get rid of that one, but no. He just used the Shockwave to get an extra burst going. But yeah, if you're not gonna get kills on your aggressive tri lane, you're not making it worth it. Oh, that's not me. I'm not Durham. I'm Sheever. Sorry. Anyway, because your supports are not going to get any extra experience, while the supports of the other team are getting extra experience. As we have Warlock, well, being dived past his tower. Queen of Pain actually looking for him again, but he's not there. Already popped himself. Queen of Pain able to throw a bit of harassment there. He almost got a first blood there. As we have Bounty Hunter. Level 3 still, so slightly behind on the Queen of Pain. Last hits, of course, are going to be in favor of Queen of Pain. 11 for 2 on her, while 6 for 1 on the Bounty Hunter. As we jump ourselves to the mid lane, where the Templar Assassin managed to pick up a haste rune. 8 for 5, and Syndrin got some free time to last hits. It's 11 for 1, so picking up the advantage there. Top lane, of course. Let's see, we have the 2 legs playing. He doesn't have any last hits just yet. Chaos Knight has got a lot more last hits. He's 11 for 5, but 2 legs no last hits. That is pretty dangerous. Of course, the good thing about him right now is staying alive. If you're up against a trial, you will get extra experience because your supports won't steal your experience, and you'll be getting experience from the supports that are on the lane from the other team. Though so far not all that much ahead in experience. He does try to get those last hits though, but it's just not working out for him just yet. 0-0-0-0-0 so far.
Denied.
And top lane is also the lane where I would expect the first blood. Be that for an overextension for 3 max, too desperate to try and pick up a kill. or be that for 3D Max actually being able to pick up a kill, because they have that combination of the chaotic Chaos Bolt, a Reality Rift, as well as the follow-up sound from Lina with a Lightning Strike Array, Dragon Slave over the top, and an Ice Path, and maybe a Dual Breath as well. And well, they have got the anti-gank. Shadow Demon is considered the anti-gank. Disruption on the target that's getting aggressed, and he should be able to withstand all the hate. At the same time, if he is going to be the one that gets aggressed, there's no escape for him. And that should be his death, if he is indeed the one that does that. In the meantime, ooh, Bounty Hunter gonna be very low again, but he managed to stay alive. He's gonna be seeing if there's a 4-minute rune on the bottom lane, which was not the case. It is top. And we have an encounter here. 2 seconds down up on the Chaos Knight. Lina not close by though, because she just got picked off. The first blood goes to mTw. Ice Path still latches on the Dragon Knight, but Chaos Knight all the way out. So many knights here, by the way. Holy Knights, Chaos Knights, Dragon Knights, so many knights. But it's mTw that picks up the first blood, and that was overextension from 3D Max. It was indeed. And mTw, well, even though they don't get that much gold here, because Dragon Knight cannot really farm all too securely, they do pick up the first blood. Gold got split actually between the Chen and the Shadow Demon, with Tulix not getting anything apart from the gold that he gets from being in the vicinity of the kill. But definitely not bad. In the meantime, they did have to force Warlock to TP back. He got back to full mana and HP though, but it was Queen of Pain that was able to harass him away. 22 for 8 last hits on him. Bounty Hunter on 10 for 2. Level 5 up on him though. Queen of Pain level 6, so only a level difference for the long lane off lane, and meaning that means that Bounty Hunter almost level 6. Ooh, look at that harassment. Actually, no more mana on the Queen of Pain. Might have actually killed it if there was a Sonic Wave there. Not being able to do so though. Chen coming towards the top lane with a 10 tower again. Let's see if he can do something here, because this Chaos Knight is pretty low on HP. Does eat a tango as he goes, and has 7 stick charges as well. So gonna be staying alive for now. As we have Ace in the mid lane, 26 for 10, with 23 for 2 on the Rubik. And of course, one thing that I said in the previous game, and I will say it again for this game as well, mTw, they have a jungle hero. They have the Chen in the jungle. You're getting extra farming experience that 3D Max is not getting, because they are running a solid trail lane. And not having any hero really jungling at that. So that's something where they're slightly behind on. Though if you look at the gold graph, it is still them in favor, because they are winning on last hits on the top lane, they're winning on last hits on the bottom lane, and in the mid lane it's actually being kept fairly even, but you know, they're not losing, so far so good, right? And Chen, of course, being forced to be around the top lane a lot because of that tri lane. He needs to be there just in case something happens, because well, maybe they will be able to pick up another kill on Lina. Lina was level 3, the supports of mTw in the meantime. It's going to be the Chen, of course, who's level 3 as well, and level 3 in the Shadow Demon as well. So far, very even. 3 seconds done. Dragon Slave, follow-up stun, 2 legs, Ice Path. He's not going to be able to get away from this one, and he goes down. Jakiro picks up the kill. And that's the exact combination I was talking about. Clarity potions being used. They want to do it again. And they can. They have got the combination, and as soon as they got someone, and Shadow Demon is not close by enough to throw out the disruption that is so needed, that is gonna be it for the Dragon Knight. Synderen not picking up the rune again, now having Warlock around him because he is level 6, so if this is gonna be a kill, it's gonna be a track kill at that, but they only have got, oh, and he showed himself actually by repopping his invisibility. But they only have a telekinesis, so I'm not sure if they were being able to get him anyway. They do force him back though. That they do indeed. That they do indeed. Talking about forcing back, 3D Max actually able to get the creep wave next to their tower, nicely for them. As Tulix finally gets some last hits here. He's got 14 for 2, but still not as much as he should be having. He's actually almost on par with the Bounty Hunter, who is now roaming towards the top lane. Telekinesis on the mid lane is just harassment, but we're gonna see if this Bounty Hunter can do something solid here. Can maybe help kill off the Lina again, for example. Warlock is just gonna stay hidden though, until they can do something. They have got the wards there, but the counter ward there instantly. The ward only just got placed, and it disappears instantly. That is gold gone to waste, and a good feeling for 3D Max also as they take that one. And Bounty Hunter instantly backing off again, and it gets an exclamation mark for the Radiant team as they now notice that he is there. They do have a ward up on the high ground, so they see him rotating. They know they have to be careful. And they have a sentry ward as well, so if Bounty Hunter comes, if he shows himself, he knows that there was just a counter ward though, so he shouldn't, but if he does, he's dead. 1100 gold up on the Chen, as we still are Well, I'm still waiting. It's like the first game that we saw, where when the levels hit, the kills came. A lot of kills at that. But for now, the levels are not just there yet. Queen of Pain is happily farming. Rubik is not having the one, well, the game that he has so far. Doesn't have mana. Now he does, though. Can go melt if he wants to. No! Oh! Dodges the last hit there. Double damage room from the TA is so dangerous. And he has to go back all the way back to base to heal up, mana up. Picks up the TP so he can get back into this lane fast. But yeah, talking about levels, Chaos Knight, he's the one that needs to be at least a level 8 before he can roam around a bit more. And so far, I mean, they're not getting out of this trial lane what they want. Yes, they got 1 kill. Boohoo. They made Dragon Knight level 7 because he's been able to leech experience. But the Chaos Knight, who's been forced to share experience with his supports, is still level 5. TA picking up the Bounty Hunter, by the way. Track being used, but Bounty Hunter not able to be invisible again in time. With the double damage to melt damage would have been amazingly high. And that is Ace picking up another kill in the mid lane. Well, first kill actually. He's got 1k gold in his inventory. Probably gonna go to a Blink Dagger as we see stun hitting on Synderen. Gets a stun in return though. It's gonna be Queen of Pain. It's gonna be dangerous for him. There goes the Lightning Strike Array. Dual Breath as well. Synderen will be the one to go down as well as the Queen of Pain. 1 for 1 now. And the Shadow Demon goes down 2 for 1. 2 seconds stun landing on 2lex, who is in Dragon form. Has got a Dragon Tool if he wants to. Gets it. Use the bottle. Has a Dragon's Breath soon. In the meantime, Jakiro gets picked up on the side. Chen getting a double kill with that, and now is a TA, is a target. Refraction is already up. There's a Dragon Seal again. Is there more? Track kill. Gone. 4 heroes dead on the side of 3D Max, and only 2 on the side of mTw. And I can't believe that Chen actually gets so many kills still, with just his. I mean, these little guys. As you might have noticed, if you play, I mean, I'm assuming most people play Dota. If you fight these creeps in the jungle, you'll notice that these creeps, they die in 2 hits, but they also do pretty decent amounts of damage. So if you let 4 of them run free in a fight, which is only 10 minutes in, so the levels are not that high, the damage will be amazing from the Chen, and he did indeed pick up 2 kills with that. And mTw picking up 4 for 2, and 2lex being there for the experience, major win for them. The only one that they didn't kill was the Chaos Knight, of course, which they had to let go, but definitely not bad of it, picking off the Temporary Assassin, and on top of that, if you trade kills with the Bounty Hunter and you have tracks there, track kills are of course worth a ton more than anything else, so trading kills with the Bounty Hunter always going to be in favor of the Bounty Hunters team, and that was mTw as well, so ton of gold going their way, or is it? Not yet. This is it. In the meantime, bottom lane tier 1 tower got picked up. That's the reason we see it quite even still. First tower to go down. Queen of Pain, of course, not in that fight. Actually, she was in that fight, but the tower still went down. TP out there from the Rubik in time, because both Queen of Pain and Temporary Assassin don't have anything to do against that, as we see the tier 1 tower top lane getting picked off here as well. mTw making sure they have the pushing power for that TP incoming from the Queen of Pain, and they actually back off. Reality drifted on the Chaos Knight. Dragon still there. Disruption helping out. Will be in time. Trying to get away still. Here comes another stun. 3 seconds. 2lex gonna be picked up here or not. No, Hand of God helping out and being sent back. He is safe. Dutch Freak making sure that happens. But he is gonna pay for that with his life, or will he? Stick charge being used, and that's a 2-second stun, and that's a kill. But definitely a worthy kill, as he does save his teammate. In the meantime, on the bottom lane, we have the Bounty Hunter going down to the Lina. Actually, no. Bounty Hunter went down to the Lina at an entirely different location. Bounty Hunter went down there. Too much of a dive. Almost had that kill. Not able to get it anymore. We also had the Shadow Demon going down, but Shadow Demon's back off, going back towards the top lane. But the most important part, Dragon Knight staying alive. Who's actually sitting in the base, probably a bit baffled, like, ooh, what just happened there? Now he's gonna TP back top and gonna be continuing his farm there, as he is. I mean, he's not that high on the farm. We're actually gonna put him net worth, because that says so much more now. He's not that high, but he's not low either. And we do see the Radiant team in favor of all the gold, and we do see, of course, the gold graph as well in favor there, as they are in favor of towers, they are in favor of kills, and they are in favor of last hits as well, as we saw on the bottom lane, mid lane, and top lane. In the meantime, tier 1 tower gonna get picked up as well. mTw having 2 towers down on their side just now. That's not something that we're used from them. mTw normally the team that is very prone on keeping their towers and making sure they have that map control. But it is 3D Max that's able to pick them up right now. I'm not sure why he says that, because we can see that. Thank you very much. As we have got the dust being popped. They know that Warlock is there. Ice Bat stun, and that's gonna be a kill. Temporary Assassin picking up the last hit, and now Perfection being stolen by the Rubik, and actually helps out there. Telekinesis stunning up his opponent. Here comes the Chen. Throwing out one more right click. Test of Fate. It's on the Lina. Ice Path gonna lock in too though, making sure that everybody can back off safely. Netsu up on the Jakiro. Ice Path got stolen. Hits on the Jakiro. Can they do more? Fade Bolt going through. Here comes the Templar Assassin again. There goes the trap. Lands on Dutch Freak. Wants to get it. Has got the meld ready. Telekinesis there as well though. Getting stunned up and will be backing off again with that as Lina still very low on life around here. Another Ice Path. Hits on both ways actually. That was an Ice Path topping the Ice Path. In the meantime, top lane was where the kills were happening. It was the Queen of Pain picking up the Dragonite. Not even a Sonic Wave used for that, but I'm betting that was a 4-second stun, or at least a very high second stun, as Dragonite goes down 2-on-1 and has to stop farming for a while. In the meantime, of course, everybody in the mid lane already backed off from that one. 1100 gold up on the Rubik, and we have got the Chen. Picked up mana boots for that one. Bounty Hunter. Got a bottle, got a shield. Happy times. Not really all that great items up on them just yet. And if we look at the Radiant team, we do see the Queen of Pain already picking up an Oracle up. Want to go for BKB. Drums already complete there. Templar Assassin has got something in the donkey, I would guess. Yes, there's a Yasha. So going for Manstyle, something that we don't see every day. No Blink Dagger for her. Interesting to note. And of course the Chaos Knight, we already saw him. Who am I missing? I'm missing some supports that I'm missing. Yeah, Mechanism being built on Jakiro. So we do see of course the gold in favor of the Radiant team, and they are getting ahead and they're making sure that they're getting their gold sorted and are well, making sure they could get those starting up items up, and they need those because mTw, they have a bit of a mid-game lineup. Dragonite should be around this time a very dangerous one to face. Of course, Chaos Knight is the same story. Ice Path. Well, that was awkward, and that's also awkward. So we had a Sonic Wave into thin air. We had a Telekinesis and a stuns on the Illusion. The tier 1 tower still drops, so when they back off. In the meantime, the tier 1 tower. Tier 2 tower bottom gets pushed by the solo Lina, interestingly enough, who's going to be clearing out the creeps there, waiting for someone to TP and then back out. She does not have a TP though, herself, so if she does try to get away, Bounty Hunter will be able to catch up with her, and they notice it too, and there comes the first TP, and she starts running. Is it going to be in time? Here comes the Bounty Hunter. He is already inside the Shadow Walk, wants to get the Lina going. Will there be something else? No, she is away in time, and the tower will just take the harassment, and we'll be standing here on half HP from now on. As we have the Shadow Demon level 5 still, not able to contribute that much, and he will be going down as well. There's the disruption, TP out, not gonna happen. Melt damage too much. That was a bit fast melt damage as well. As, let's see if they can do something with that. They still are on the move, looking for a target, finding the Chen, but no Blink Dagger apart from on the Templar, or on the Queen of Pain, who will be backing off. Gets actually netted up. Here comes the Rubik. Rubik, who, what did he steal actually? What does he have? He has got still the Ice Path, one of the better skills to steal. With the Templar Assassin, in some trouble perhaps. Track is up, no hiding in melt for you. Right clicks to go. Can she take a kill in return? Maybe on Warlock. She's gonna get put in a telekinesis. Melt damage to go from the Rubik actually, but got stolen disruption there as well. Ice Path trying to help out, and will be enough to make sure she gets away, or will she? Bounty Hunter still wants her, but the refraction is already off. More tracks to go. Here comes Rubik again. Right click still to go, but it's gonna be him getting out. No kills being done in the middle lane, and Blink in. Queen of Pain wants to go Shadow Demon again. Still level 5. No disruption for himself. Tries to juke it out. Tries to be staying alive. There's a Soul Catcher on there, and Rubik actually with the melt damage picking her off. Queen of Pain overextending to try to get that easy kill, which to be fair was a fairly easy kill. He actually 40 HP left. That's a bit sad. Level 6 now on him though. He will make it'll be a difference. He still had a self, so we'll be staying around, sticking around, trying to help out, killing off a tower. In the meantime, Dragonite again in trouble. Pops his dragon form. TPs are gonna go in. Still lands a breath. Is there gonna be a Dragon Tail as well? There might be. Hand of God helping out. Now he can go a bit more confidently, but the rest is already backing off. Chaos Knight hiding and TPing out. And Lina already running away from that double damage Warlock as well. As we have mid lane action going around as well. There is something being stolen. Is it gonna be? It's the dual breath. Hits on Ace, actually helping out a lot because the refraction gets buffed up by that one, and he tries to hide. Is gonna be able to do so. Will Queen of Pain be aggressive and try to blink in? She will not yet do that. Here comes Bounty Hunter. Still got the double damage rune. Still got a bit of duration left on that as well. But I don't think he wants to really go in on that one. Not yet anyway. They have a center ward there as well, so if he does go in, he'll pay for that one for sure, as there's 4 heroes, almost 5 in the mid lane for 3D max. Rune is going to be spawning soon, so they're waiting around, seeing who's going to get it, and it's going to be on the bottom lane. So it leads to the high ground. It will be Rubik picking up the illusion rune as he pops it instantly and making sure that he is going to be safe here. Or it will here. Reality at 4 seconds done. That's going to be dead. The disruption is still there, though. Soul Catcher lands, but will be enough to save Synderen? I don't think so. Synderen drops. Scales not picking up the kill, and the rest of his team is already backing off. I'm not sure what Chaos Knight just said, but I bet it was very dangerous, and you would all be very afraid if you actually heard him say that rather than me screaming. Yep. Mechanism still being built by the Jakiro as he counterwards as well. Let's see what we still have other items up. We have, of course, Queen of Pain. We already saw her picking up the recipe for that BKB, but not able to just yet get her mid-throw hammer. As we have Dragon Knight behind on farm for sure. We see the net worth. It does not like Gold Graph spiking up still, or not really spiking, but still in favor of 3D Max. Though if we look at this as a later game, the turtle potential for mTw, it's not even that bad. They have a Fate Bolt, they have a Dragon's Breath. They can track, so they see the movement of the opponent team the whole time, maybe able to find an opening for them to go in instead. Disruption helping out if someone goes in on them. They can turtle. It's not ideal. It's not. I mean, they don't have an Evoker or a Venomance or a Windrunner or a Keeper of the Light even. But they're not hopeless. They're not hopeless. And they're gonna try to fight in the top lane right now, or at least see if they can defend their tier 1 tower. They need to defend their tier 1 tower. That gold difference would only spike out of control otherwise, and they are able to defend it, but they need 5 euros to do so. That is a bit dangerous. They're using a lot of time to defend it. In the meantime, their bottom tier 2 tower is gonna get harassed. Queen of Pain finishing the job, or trying to finish the job that Lina started. Now can blink away. Trek will probably not go on. He's just gonna defend the tower, and Queen of Pain actually gonna turn around, maybe trying to go on this one. Lanza. A taunting last hit again on the tower, and now he's gonna TP out inside of the Bounty Hunter. How very taunting. In the meantime, Synderen gonna get Laguna Bladed to death. No chance for him. Stuns. And stuns upon stuns. That was, of course, the Chaos Knight stun, follow up stun by the Lina and the Laguna Blade. A lot of hatred for Synderen on his Rubik now. As we still, I mean, mTw, they need to farm. They need the gold. Maybe even try to get a tower, but so far they're not getting it, and the defense is coming up from 3D Max. They are just there. They're making sure that they're not going to lose anything, as TA is making sure that Tulex as well as Matrim having to back off again. Cannot go for tier 2 towers, and tier 1 still fairly high on HP, above half. Bottom tier 1 though, that will be one that they probably can pick off, but they will be going into enemy territory pretty far, so not really ideal to take that one down at this point. We'll find out if they want to try to do that though, because, well, if you have a Bounty Hunter on your team, I said it earlier, you need to get those skills for the track gold, but you have to have kills to do that, right? You need track kills. That's why it's called track gold. Track kills from track gold, track kills and stuff. So they're not really getting those. They only have 6 kills so far, and yes, a lot of those were track kills. 4 of them, I believe, even 3 at least. So it's not that bad, but it's not enough. It's not enough for sure. Track goes off on the Templar Assassin here. Chaos Knight standing around there, and something got stolen. Chaos Bolt level 4. Great spell for Rubik to steal on. And if you look at the spells that Rubik can steal in general, I mean, Chaos Knight as well as the Jakiro, it's all heroes that you can steal amazing skills from, just like the TA, just like the Queen of Pain. You cannot really go wrong with stealing spells in this game. So that is interesting to note. And Chaos Bolt, like I said, it's just a massive disable. And if you then get a 4-second stun as well, that is just pretty dangerous at that. As we have a ward aggressively placed here by Matron, making sure he stays alive, making sure Tulex stays alive, and maybe trying to get some pressure onto the tier 2 perhaps. There's 2 heroes defending that though, Queen of Pain as well as the Lina. 2 heroes that can do quite a bit of damage there, as I mean, a lot of the damage that the Radiant team does is all magical damage, so maybe if mTw can get up some BKBs, they will still have a better chance to fight this. We do have, of course, the Ogre Club already up on the Dragon Knight, so he wants to go for BKB, which is a fairly standard item up on the Dragon Knight, regardless, as we have Rubik again dying. I thought he was safe, but no, Chaos Bolt, and that melt damage is just too much. It's just too much. Not even a blink dagger needed for that one. Reality Rips in helps you, as well as, of course, the extra movement speed from the face boots. And now they're gonna find out more. They know that the Chen is somewhere around here. They're gonna find him. There's a trap, and that's gonna be melt damage. 1, 2. Oh, mechanism being used. The Reality Ripped in. 3 seconds done. It will be still the kill. Templar Assassin picking it up as Queen of Pain goes down to the Chaos Knight though. On Sorry, Queen Pay goes out to the Dragon Knight on the other side of on the map. We're gonna follow this one. mTw will get picked up as well, and now we see the other side. Now we see Lena, and that's gonna be a track kill going down. Was the other one also a track kill? I would believe so. Right clicks go. One more hit needed. Oh, she knew she was going down, and she decided to take someone with her. Bounty Hunter going down before Lena. TP out from the Dragon Knight. Not gonna happen. Dual breath as well. There's no man left on the Chaos Knight, but I don't think he needs it. There is, of course, the Minter Hammer being bought, but he is just gonna die. There's no chance for him to stay alive for this one. Chaos Knight gets a mega kill streak for that one. It started out well for mTw on this top lane. They got the kill on the Lena, they got the kill on the Queen of Pain, but in the meantime their supports were getting picked off, of course, in the jungle, and then the heroes that picked those off, the Chaos Knight and the TA, came to help out. No escape for them anymore, and TP interrupted beautifully by the Jakiro, of course, making sure that also he would be going down as the gold graph. With those skills goes towards the 10k in favor of Max 3D Max, sorry, experience graph, same thing. Most skills going towards 3D Max, of course, and even with 2 track kills, not enough people around there to profit from that one, and that's still gonna be the gold in favor of the Radiant team, as the tier 2 tower will drop. First tier 2 tower to drop in the game on the side of mTw as the harassment continues here. Are they going to be able to find someone? Chen's creeps are slightly hasted there with the track up on the Jakiro. Ice Bat getting stolen. 2 seconds on from the Rubik though. Sonic Wave coming in from the side. Brielle Drift in. Hand of God helping out. Is it going to be enough? Syndrin though. Disruption trying to stay alive for now, but one more hit and he will die. Another Ice Bat. Hits on 2. Great play there. BKB up on the Queen of Pain. Now has run out. Trap still going on a 10. 1 melt damage. One more hit and he will go down as well. And they now turn their eyes towards 2lex, who's gonna not be able to do anything in return, or is he? Turns Dragon form, turns around. Is there gonna be a Dragon Tail? Yes, he gets it, and a breath, and a kill, and Chen picks up the Jakiro on the backside as well. Syndrin in the meantime still alive. Was a go for the Dragon Knight, but they go for the Queen of Pain first, and he get it as well. Double kill for 2lex, and now it is the Chaos Knight. He has it blinked at, sorry, he has a TP. Is he gonna be able to get it off? Is the movement speed enough? There's no force staffs, no blink daggers. The gold was not there for mTw. Even though the heroes that would normally pick it up, like the Rubik, he's going towards the Force Staff, but he's not getting it, and the Chaos Knight just too damn fast will be getting away. In the meantime, Lena hanging around, using her Laguna Blade to kill off the Shadow Demon, as he was the only one left alive there, and now Lena's gonna be on the way out. She will be able to get out, or will she not? Dragon Knight getting Force Staff forward now that the Force Staff is complete up on the Rubik. There will be a Dragon Tail soon, if the duration is long enough. The stun is first, though. She should be able to get out. Crit, very fast. Now extra fast since he used an ability. The track speed is not there, and mTw has to let her go. They cannot finish that one. But it was a good fight for mTw. Yes, they lost their tower, but they got kills in return. And more importantly, they got kills up on 2lex. 2lex, who is the one that's supposed to do it. He does have his BKB finished. And we see the gold graph drop slightly, but more importantly, we see the experience graph drop slightly as well. As, well, even though it was a minor victory, I would say, still having some heroes picked up from themselves, it was a victory. And 3D Max, they want to continue pushing. They know that the Dragon Knight can be a bigger danger the longer the fight goes on. There goes his stun. Chaos Knight using his Reality Rift and actually gets put into disruption with his illusion, or Phantasm, Phantasm illusions. BKB being popped all over the place, and it's Dragon Knight, Chaos Knight that's gonna be able to get away. Damn those knights all around. And that's an illusion as well, just bashing on upon the Ursa Warrior. But nobody gonna die in this fight, but more importantly, no tower is gonna die in this fight, and that's also all started because of the fire. Nice Ice Bat locks in 2lex. Another Ice Bat though coming off from Syndrin, hits on the Chaos Knight, telekinesis there as well. There will be a Dragon Tail as well up on the lower ground. Dragon Breath, and that's gonna be a kill. Chaos Knight picking it up, and now Syndrin has to get away from that Lena. Dragon's Breath is still there, and Slave is still there. Another Ice Bat hits, and here comes Ace. Sonic Wave going through. Another Ice Bat from the Rubik, and they will be able to pick up the TA. Macropire in the midst of all of that as well. Hand of God going through. mTw still all alive, all full on health, as the TA was the last one to go down on 3D Max, and they are now backing off. With the mechanism up on Jakiro, 3 heroes only left alive, and these 3 heroes, I mean, it's the 2 supports, the Jakiro and the Lena and the Templar Assassin. And the Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain already used her BKB, already used her Sonic Wave. And all this gold that mTw is now going to get from these towers is all extra. As in, they already were holding their own right now without that tower gold. So this is all extra gold that they will have over 3D Max, if you understand what I mean. Which I hope you do, because otherwise I would be talking for nothing, and I'm talking a lot. Otherwise, we're talking a lot for nothing, actually. But But yeah, good fighting. 2 good fights in a row for mTw. Definitely hope is not gone just yet. The drop is there for sure. And of course, track kills for mTw as well, making it even more better for them to pick up those kills. And they defend their tier 2. They do lose their tier 2 bottom to creeps, but they also got a tower in return. They are still 3 towers behind. But since they are, like I said, since they are holding their own, are able to fight back with the state that it is, the 4.5k gold that is still lying there on the map in the form of towers that they are behind, is all gonna be extra gold. And if they can pick that up, they are definitely back into this game and definitely very dangerous. As you see, the Dragon Knight now higher up on net worth, but that's because there's something in the donkey. Yeah, BKB being purchased by the Temporal Assassin, who realized, you know what, this Manta Style is nice and all, but the telekinesis that I'm getting is just too annoying. So he needs to get that. He needs to get the BKB. He just needs the recipe for it now. As we do see that the net worth, I mean, this is slightly wrong because, of course, the gold that's in the courier doesn't count. So that's the danger there, and that's going to be 4-step used. And Dragon Slate being stolen by the Rubik. I think he rather wanted to have the Dragon Slate or the Lightning Strike Array, but you know, it's still nice. And he doesn't have, like you just saw, he doesn't have the cast point that Lena has, that she has to now, like, wave her arms and land the breast. No, he can just do it, and that's done. In the meantime, Chaos Knight denying the tier 1 tower bottom, so that's a lot less gold than I said that there would be on the map for mTw, but still tower going down. A bit of map control gain in a way for mTw, as the BKB is being built up by Rubik as well. Picked up an Ogre Club. Let's see what the rest is building here. Of course, Shadow Demon has not been having his greatest game, being picked up by Lena zillions of times, as well as by the Queen of Pain. It's died 5 times. It's got boots, it's got bracers, and it's got awards. Mechanism on the channel as well as mana boots. We already saw him. He's been part of, actually he's been part of 9 kills out of the 13. Definitely not doing bad at all. We have got Warlock. There is a Drums of Endurance up on him, as well as Puma Shield. He's probably going to go for Vlad's next, making sure that his carry doesn't have to do that. Carry is going for an Assault Cuirass, I would guess, with the Hyperstone now complete. But yeah, the auras on the Bounty Hunter are his job. Tracks and auras is his game. As we have the smoke up for mTw. Let's see, though, they're going to run into these, though. And that's going to be a telekinesis on the Chaos Knight. Dragon Form being popped. There's the Dragon Tail as well. Nice ice battle. BKB is there on the Dragon Knight still. Cinderin being forced out of the way. Same or getting locked inside with the neutral keeps, but we're going to follow the rest. No kill done just yet, but this is going to be the first one to go down. Chaos Knight drops by the Dragon Knight's hand. One dragon killing off the other, or one knight killing off the other. No honor in that one. Cinderin still goes down to the Queen of Pain, who saw that he was stuck, probably as Lena is standing around there on very low life still. BKBs are now on cooldown, so we might see them being a bit more hesitant. Dragon Tail still hits on the TA. Ice Pad locks too, like Sin still. Lena not being still able to throw out her son, but goes down to the chance test of faith. And now it is the Jakiro who's going to be on the run here, and he's going to try to go the other way around, but he will be chased down, and he'll be going down as well, as he still managed to at least kill off the gem that was there. And that's going to be him. Mechanism being used, right clicks, bam, you're dead. And they decided to let the Templar Assassin go, which was on full life anyway, and had a Manta Style, so that's going to be that. Again, a fight in favor of mTw. Again, track kills going for them. And they only lost one Rubik, and to be fair, that was a bit unfortunate, because he got the Laguna blade in his face. There was a lot of damage being done on him. And then he force-staffed himself to here, where there were Wildkin standing around, and they blocked him in, and he actually had to fight them. And I think Queen of Pain saw that, and he was not that high on HP, and he couldn't get away in time, so he dropped. But mTw picking up at least 3 heroes in return for that one. The Chaos Knight, of course, the most important one. With that, and might be able to get Roshan with this or not. No, apparently not. They don't think they can tank. It's 2k gold up on the Dragon Knight here. He's going to be farming the Ancients together with Warlock. 1k gold in his inventory. Chaos Knight hanging around here. They do see him because they have got the wards and the counter wards instantly as well. And Queen of Pain hanging around there. BKB up on the Queen of Pain, as we saw with the Ultimate Orb now as well. They need to do something against that Chaos Knight, and they want to get him sheeped. So that's going to be her item. Side of Vice being built up. 700 gold up on the Templar Assassin, whose BKB we already saw as well. Ghost Scepter on the Jakiro, we saw that one as well, but I didn't call it out just yet. It's of course a great item to have if you are against a lineup that is mostly reliant on one melee carry and one melee semi-carry, with the Dragon Knight and the Bounty Hunter being there. That is going to be, of course, the Ghost Scepter, your escape number 1. It didn't turn out to be enough, though, especially not with the Shadow Demon there, who can just disrupt you and make sure that you come back after your After your your Shadow Blade is gone. Ghost Scepter actually. Wow, did I say Shadow Blade the whole time? I meant Ghost Scepter. Awkward. Anyway, invisibility room gonna be picked up by the TA as soon as the bottle is empty. There we go, and we might see her doing something with that butt. Yeah, she'll notice that one. Central being placed down, so she won't go up the hill just yet if she is invisible anytime soon. She puts a ward up on the Roshan, who is still, of course, alive. It could be something that she can go for. She's a hero that can pick up the Roshan fairly fast. And placing up wards already to make sure she got coverage to try and take down that Roshan. But of course, mTw, they're not born yesterday, and they know that that's gonna happen. I hope that's also an English saying. They're not born yesterday. Let's hope so. Anyway. we're gonna see a fight over Roshan. Who is gonna get it? Is it gonna be the team with the Chaos Knight followed up by the Laguna Blade and the Lina stun and everything else, or is it gonna be the team that's making a comeback from being at a 12k gold deficit and at a almost 12, actually a 12k deficit in experience as well? That's gonna be the case. And if mTw picks up this Roshan, that will be a major comeback. That will be, I mean, then you still see the gold difference. But I will tell you to neglect it, because that's no longer the case. We have got the... Ooh, they're gonna go for it. And Dragon Seal now on cooldown. So we're being placed. They find out the Shadow Demon is gonna try to run away. Chen using his mechanism. Hand of God still being used there as well. Trying to chase him around. Will still go down as Jakiro goes down to the Dragon Knight on the side. Chaos Knight trying to chase down the other support with the Shadow Demon being there. Demonic Purge up on the Lina, who is blocking his teammate in the meantime. Dragon Knight on a rampage, or at least trying to be. Queen of Pain drops the unstoppable right now. Now Cinnamon gonna be the target for the for the Chaos Knight, who picks him up indeed. Buys back into the game though, and now Chaos Knight very low on life. BKB doesn't stop the right clicks from the Dragon Knight, and he goes down. And now Soul Catcher up on the Temporal Assassin. I mean, Roshan is still up, but they don't care. They are winning this team fight, and they're gonna continue doing it as well. 2 versus 3 right now, and Dragon Knight backs off as he doesn't want to die past the tower. That's no problem for mTw though, who is actually doing that with his haste rune that he had. But he will be backing up, and they might actually decide to just take this tier 2 tower instead of going for the Roshan. They could still go for the Roshan afterwards. I mean, 34 seconds without the Chaos Knight is a pretty long time. And that's indeed gonna be, well, tower going down. Oh, wow, Lina, not Luna, but Lina being picked up very fast there. And a track kill again. Look at this graph. Look at these graphs. Dropping. mTw making a comeback, making sure they want to fight for this. They want to go to Stockholm. And mTw would definitely, the organization mTw would definitely send them to Stockholm if they win this qualifier. This is just a quarterfinals though. Make no mistake. Even if they win this match, they still have to go through the semi-finals and the finals themselves before they can get themselves a invite, if they manage to get that far. And we'll see it, as they are gonna take down Roshan for sure. Kill difference is only 4 right now. It was 10 at some point. Apparently my mic volume is a bit quiet. No, I don't see it. Sorry, I will just shout a bit more or something. I don't know. Normally there's complaints that my mic volume is a bit too high. So I'm a bit too low than a bit too high. And actually I can't change anything during the match itself. So sorry, I might change it for tomorrow if I'm gonna be casting tomorrow, which I am. Tomorrow is gonna be so many matches, by the way. Oh, and while I'm saying that, I also want to make you slightly hyped for the G1 League finals between IG, LGD, DK, and Orange. It's gonna be 2 matches tomorrow, 2 best out of 3s, all casted on Beyond the Summit, and they have tried to make a production value for their own stream that is out of this world, with interviews, with in-between game shows, everything that you would expect from a major online offline finals. They are gonna do online, so definitely you should definitely check that out. Even if it was only for the production value, as I'm hoping that that's gonna be the standard for online tournaments to come, big tournaments to come. That is. But we'll find out anyway. Back to the match. Sorry, slightly derailed, as I don't have a very long attention span, I would guess. Chaos Knight level 16, BKB finished, gonna go for a heart there, as we do see him having 1400 gold, almost 1500. Queen of Pain still not ready with her Scythe of Vice, because she's been dying a lot. That's just the way it goes. Lina, Blink Dagger. That's interesting to see. Gonna be a bit more aggressive with that, with the Laguna Blade able to pick off those heroes, as we have a smoke gank going off for mTw, going towards the Radiant jungle. They expect where they are. They're gonna find the Jakiro first though, and he is gonna go pay for that one. He ruined their smoke gank, and the track kill goes to everybody of mTw. And now, of course, 3D Max, they know that what's going on, and they think, you know what? I'm out of here. TP's all around, with Lena the only one that's still around there. Want to try to at least continue to push the lane. The tower's already gone there, and she still can't TP out. She can just blink to an awkward position and then TP out. And with awkward, I mean like a place that she won't be found. And of course, mTw knows that as well, so I'm wondering if they're not going to chase that. Maybe pick up the lane, have to go all the way to the base now, though, so the push will not come anytime soon. And that's of course worth it as well. So we have Lena just blinking away after doing some damage to the creep wave here, or not? No, not. Well, actually, she cleared out almost a creep wave, perhaps. I'm not sure. But now Lena actually TP'd out, so she will be safe again. And for the people that are watching, indeed, 3D Max is not former Gamers League, former Gamer University, and they are a Danish team, which you can also see in Star Ladder, by the way. And they are doing a good job there in that tournament as well. You can follow them around a bit more. They only recently got picked up, and I do believe they're also going to go to DreamHack, so keep an eye for that as well. Eye out. Wow, English, so hard. BKB soon being built up by Rubik, who actually picked up the Aegis for himself. Nice one to have, as he's of course a hero that gets picked off a lot. He has been getting the hate from the Laguna Blade a lot, actually. Also because he's such a big impact in fight. If he does manage to steal the Ice Path, I mean, Jakiro, a hero that's being picked up mainly because of the Ice Path, and if you're then gonna give it to Rubik, that's gonna be painful, like for sure. And we're gonna see here, that's gonna be the Aegis. Told you, oh, actually didn't use Laguna Blade for that. Oh, that's too early. And there, it's gonna be a track getting up on Lena, blinks away afterwards after that. Stole the Dragon Slave still, though, for the Rubik Templar Assassin, backing off, picked up her Desolator rather than going for a BKB or anything like that. Actually, she already had the BKB, what am I talking about? Picked up a Desolator as the next item. The item that we normally see a lot earlier up on Templar Assassin. Sorry, I had to do something with my headset. But yeah, that's that. We have also got the Assault Cuirass complete and the Dragonite as well to Chrysalis, so Daedalus on the way. 2k gold in his inventory. As we have, look at this drop. I'm a sucker for comebacks, I'm sorry. I just like to see them, and they normally make for good games, amazing games, because of course we don't want to see one-sided Dota, we want to see even Dota, we want to see fights and clashes and kills and stuff, and going one way and then the other way, and don't know who's going to be the winner of the match, and, you know, it's just going to be nice. Lena picked up a Gem of True Sight, is going to be able to counterward everything, so that's something that mTw is of course a team, like I said, I said it two times already, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it again. They're a team for map control. So map control is going to be countered by the Gem of True Sight. No wars for you mTws. They have still got a ward here that's not being countered just yet, but that's the only one that they still have left. And I do think that Lena will walk past that at some point, one way or another. mTw in the meantime, BKB up on the Bounty Hunter. We have got the Force Staff up on the Shadow Demon now as well. And Rubik was saying that he's going to go for BKB, but he won't buy it until he either has the entire BKB, or if he dies, then he will have a buyback. That's that 2,500 gold up on the Chaos Knight, who's still happily farming on the top lane by himself. Easy target to get picked off, but there's nobody there from 3D Max. They rather try to pick off someone in the mid lane and maybe try to take a tower in return for that one, because they want to get that map control too, and they are still 1 tower ahead, and they want to keep it that way. So if they can get 2 towers ahead, that would be even better. 3 towers, that would even mean. Can I count? No, still 2. Okay, I'm bad. 2,800 gold up on the Chaos Knight, who, he's, like I said, he's building towards a heart, so he needs a Reaver. 3,200 gold for that one, so still quite a while away. 1,600 gold up on the Templar Assassin. It's a lot about gold right now. Those new items, well, gold and positioning. Who is gonna go in when, and probably maybe we won't see another fight until the Roshan is back up again. That will be a bit of a disappointment. Will all depend on positioning, of course. The only reason mTw is gonna be able to go on something if they find a mistake, like Ace being too far back from his team. Oh, Sonic Wave! Queen of Pain pops her BKB. 3D Max wants to go in. This mechanism already used by mTw, and it's gonna be Queen of Pain that backs off again. Not feeling confident enough to go for this one. 5 heroes here. It comes to Lux as well. mTw, they feel confident enough to go for this one. They go forward, trying to find a pickup, trying to find the Lena telekinesis, and do the low ground, and you're dead. Track hold there. BKB being pumped by Warlock gives it to track on the Templar Assassin, and they don't know how fast they can back off towards their own tier 3 tower, knowing that mTw will not go for the tier 3 tower yet. Not until all the tier 2s are gone, and that's going to be this one. Wow, the circles I make are amazing. Okay. Yeah, but they want to go for the tower, and they can get it too. I don't think there's going to be anything that 3D Max can do against this push, and they will just pick it off. And I'm not even sure if you like counter. I mean, this is late game. Don't make a mistake. This is late game. But if you add like another 30 minutes, who would win with all the items up? I'm not sure. Templar and Chaos Knight, very dangerous heroes, but Bounty Hunter not to be underestimated, as well as of course that Dragon Knight and the team fight. I'm not sure. The Macropire, but the Macropire can be stolen, and Rubik being there, it's very difficult, and I think it would come down to the Rubik play. It would come down to Cinnamon, who now has his BKB complete, by the way. It would come down to which spells he steals. Though without the Rubik, the team fight would be in favor of 3D Max. But they have a lot of burst damage, and on the other side there is the Chen, who can just null out that burst damage by just Hand of God, and poof, everybody back onto full HP. But yeah, we have got ourselves a Chen who's building up a negative scepter, making sure that if they're getting forced to fight, they will. Ooh, 3 seconds on Shadow Demon. Ice Path doesn't hit. Reality 15 still happens though. And the disruption happens on someone else. Forced up to the high ground. Hand of God helping out. Lina's on heads on the Rubik. There goes the Dragon's Breath. Not being able to do that much. And there's gonna be a Chaos Knight. Reality 15 Cinnamon is gonna be going down. And he cannot buy back. Lina actually getting the last hit on that nice Ice Path. Hits on 2. 3D Max. Wanna get this fight. Dust is still up on Warlock, who will not be able to survive this, or Willy, he might be able to. The dust is worn off. He is gonna be able to juke that as the Laguna Blade goes off, and the Chen gets picked up. 3 heroes now down on the side of mTw. Can 3D Max profit from this? Yes, they can, because the creep wave is already pushing in towards the bottom lane. And there's only a Dragon Knight left, who was not even in that fight. Tier 3 tower will get a rest, will probably drop as well. Will this comeback end up as quickly as it begun? It could be. It could be. Fortification goes off. They want to buy time. Here comes a Dragon Knight. Dragon's Breath there. It's gonna be, I'm not high. No. Thank you. And that's gonna be, ooh, a sheep. 2 legs in trouble. No BKB for you. You're dead. And this will be barracks. This might even be more. 2 sets of barracks going down, and now the mid lane, they can't do anything here just yet because the tier 2 is still standing, but they will just rotate to the top because they can do something here. Tier 2 tower already down here, but they are being slowed. They're being slowed by Warlock, who came here. BKB already activated on the Chaos Knight, wants to take that Warlock. BKB on Warlock as well. And they actually back out. Warlock's still taking some damage from the Queen of Pain, but she has got to blink out soon as well, as she is being tracked up. Penance there, and Shadow Demon not able to get a disruption up on her anymore. Is she? Oh, maybe still gets it. Will there be in time? Will mTw be in time to try and take her up? Telekinesis Shuriken toss, and that's a kill. Queen of Pain picking her off. Only 1 set of barracks down just yet, and if mTw win this fight, they can go towards the top lane and take down their own sets of barracks if they continue going and continue picking off fights. And now they can't anymore, because now the TP's out, and we'll be able to counter push this one with the Crystallis being picked up by the Templar Assassin. So more damage up on her, of course. And that's how fast it can go. 1 team fight, and then bam, barracks dead. For the people wondering, I actually have never in my entire life have smoked marijuana, even though I live in the Netherlands. It happens. It's because it's legal, nothing special about it. I'm a good girl. I'm apparently boring as well. Oh well. Gem of Truth set now on the Shadow Demon, of course. Got picked up by the Lina, as in dropped by Lina, and then picked up by mTw, who's now going to be able to counter towards, so the map controls going back towards their favor. Roshan might actually be going towards mTw right now, with Queen of Pain still being dead for another 14 seconds, and it doesn't look like 3D Max are gonna be doing something against that. Maybe now they are. They don't have a smoke. The heart is completed on the Chaos Knight though. Will be hard to take him down right now. Will they be able to get it though? That's the question. Dragon Knight coming in. That is complete. No buyback up on 2 legs, by the way. Interesting to note. And look at that, how fast it went up again. Bam! Experience graph, same story. It is a painful sight for people that loves comebacks. And that's gonna be the Roshan going down. Blink is there from the Queen of Pain, but too late. Aegis by the Dragon Knight. This is gonna be dangerous for 3D Max, even though they have the advantage of 1 lane. Which will mean that mTw constantly have to keep an eye on that one, and they can't leave their base for too long period of time to try and fight and try to find kills and stuff. This is still far from over, don't get me wrong. It's far from over. This advantage does not mean over. It's not over until the throne falls, and especially in this game, I mean 47 minutes in, this is a long game. And both of these teams not really built for that. I mean, no real hard carry on other teams. They were planning on finishing in the mid game with getting the dominance with the Chaos Knight there, and getting the dominance with the Dragon Knight there, and the pushing power that mTw has, and the track that they can get from the kills. But it didn't happen in mid-game for 3D Max, even though they did try and they were ahead. But mTw just making sure that they outlasted, or they lasted long enough to make it into a state of the game where they were able to fight back. Alright, now we see 3D Max being very aggressive, looking for kills. They have the luxury. They have the ones that have a margin of error. But, margin of error. Arrow? Did I say arrow? Damn it. You know, I've been casting for a long time. That's my excuse. So, you know, tracks and stuff. That's also why I might sound high, because I don't know, casting for a long time makes you crazy. Just look at Toby. Bam. In a good way though. Crazy in a good way, just saying. But yeah, we see both teams playing very passively again. For mTw, that's logical. They are at the back foot. Even though they have the Aegis, they don't want to be going anywhere without them knowing where they're going into. It's very simple. They want to have a team fight when they are in control, and not when they're being surprised by maybe a lot of people from 3D Max that might be just around the corner or something like that, where they don't have any vision. So that's why we see them being careful. For 3D Max, they have a different reason. They don't want to really fight with the Aegis being on mTw, and they are not that secure in fighting because, I mean, they know that this game is far from over. So that's why we see them being careful. So it will be a very careful game until we have a bit more roaming around from mTw, perhaps until they feel more secure in their map positioning, and maybe they smoke up and try to go for something. Yes, they will. Interesting enough, they will. And they will be where will they be going though? Like, they see this one on the top lane, they see the Queen of Pain level 20 up on her. Oh, by the way, as higher levels as these people get, the less the experience graph will mean, because at some point someone will reach level 25 and the experience graph will be slowly going towards 0 again, because at some point everybody will be level 25. Maybe, if it lasts long enough. And yeah. And now a lot of heroes missing on the map, 3D noticed, so they will be backing off. I mean, they know, they've been in this before, knowing that, okay, everybody missing from the map? Let's just wait. Let's just see where they're gonna come out. And they're not gonna come out. Or maybe they did show themselves. Yeah, look at the drawing from the Queen of Pain. Are they gonna be counter-smoking this though? That could be the case. If they feel like they have the advantage, they could be doing that. If they know where the opponents are, coming from the high ground might give them enough advantage to try and go for that. But we do see mTw sticking around to their jungle. Chen making sure he has creeps again. Happy times for Dutch Freak. And Matron trying to get as much farm as he still can. He still has normal boost. He's got 1k gold though. Could be picking up something else. We do have a smoke up for 3D Max. So counter smoke. As well, at the same time, mTw, same story. A lot of heroes missing from that. Let's just back off a bit and see where they are. As, well, they all are in their base again, fighting off their creeps, and we do see again 3D Max just, you know, showing themselves, knowing that, okay, we're not going to be able to find someone else anymore here. Warlock leading the charge, maybe trying to do something up in the high ground, though, going to be dangerous. Still smoke up on the Chaos Knight. And here they come. Do they have a Gem of True Set? No, they don't. Ice Path. BKB activated on the Chaos Knight. Now it's a matter of backing up. Cinnamon buffs his BKB as well. Sonic Wave going through. Already Hand of God. 2 legs. Turns around. Dragon Tail. BKBs all around. And they're fighting in the Necrophire as well. But who cares if your BKB Laguna Blade picks up the Chen. That's the first one to go down. Now Templar Assassin having to back off there as Dragon Knight takes a lot of damage. Focus on Illusion only. And Illusion will take a lot, but not enough. Or at least goes down. But you know, Dragon Knight still goes down as well as Rubik. Gets locked inside an Ice Path. Will probably drop here as well. The Aegis got popped again, or at least Tulex is back inside this fight. Shadow Demon trying to get away. A lot of low heroes up on the side of 3D Max, but no kills just yet. That's the first one going down. Jakiro, is there going to be more? Templar Assassin running away from Tulex. Tulex, who's already used his Master Cell Trap, is going to be there to slow down the opposition, and he will be able to get away from that one. 4-step forward. Is it going to be enough? I don't think so. No, it's not going to be enough. The Bounty Hunter still looking for some heroes as well. 2 for 1, and so many low heroes up on 3D Max, but they lack that execution, as in, not really execution, but they lack the hero at the back that picks everybody off, like the Queen of Pain is, for example, and the Lina is for 3D Max, but mTw, they don't have that. They don't have that burst damage to do that with. They only lose 2 heroes, though. It's going to be, of course, Cinnamon as well as the Chen, and it's not that big of a loss. at least they don't lose barracks, right? That's the way it goes. They did also lose the Aegis. Dragon Knight dying there as he just focused his attention on that illusion, which you saw. It was just a bit painful to watch. He right-clicked down thinking he would do something at least before he died, not able to do anything before he died, and then got back up again and able to finish off at least the Jakiro. But of course that's not the result that you were hoping for. At least you want to be able to finish off one hero before the Aegis gets popped. But that was not the case. 3D Max will feel a bit more secure about going in for the next time. They were of course the one to, well, semi-initiate. It was actually both teams that wanted to fight. Maybe mTw will not want to fight next time and will be backing off in the situation as the same one as just happened. But we'll find out. As Deadla is now completed up on the Templar Assassin, we have the Queen of Pain. Sign of Vice up on her already. 3,400 gold up complete still. Curious to see what she's want to go for. Telekinesis there. Is there going to be more Ice Path? Hits up on the Centaur only. Here comes Tulex. And he gets turned into a pig before he can do anything. Queen of Pain turning on her BKB. In the meantime, Templar Assassin being locked inside as a... Ooh, Shinrin getting back or popping his BKB after Laguna Blade hit him. And it's gonna be buybacks all around. TA buys back, Queen of Pain buys back. Now there's heroes dying on the side of 3D Max. And is there gonna be more? Yes, there's gonna be more. Chaos Knight dropping as well. And now Jakiro, the one that died in the previous fight, is he gonna be getting out? I do mean this one, the web in the previous time that I mentioned, and I didn't say it in time. The web, the net that picked in the Templar Assassin, and it is the Jakiro that still goes down, picked up by the Chen. Dragon Knight looking for a target, still not going to be able to find it anymore. Lina is the last one alive. Lina is the only one that didn't die in that encounter, still has a track, has the Gem of True Sight now also, because that got dropped again by the Shadow Demon earlier on. Actually no, they both have gems. He have gems again. Traps landing, or stuns landing. There's the extra movement speed though. This should still be a kill. No, blink away. Is it going to be enough? And here comes the Queen of Pain. Now it is enough. Yes it is. And that's going to be Warlock backing off again, who picks up a Demon's Edge, probably going to be going maybe for an MKB or something like that. Tracks up all around, and they forced out buybacks from the Queen of Pain and Templar Assassin, who didn't do anything with those in the end. So buyback all back, as in, buyback, I mean, comeback, and then the comeback from the comeback, and then there was a comeback from the comeback. Oh yeah, comebackception. No, I'm still not high. I'm not even drinking alcohol, thank you very much. Just saying. Let's see, well, Dutch Freak, he's got 1700 gold, at least next time he's able to buy back. Let's just take a look at this for a second. Of course we have the buyback cooldowns up on the Queen of Pain and the Templar Assassin. Buybacks are going to be increasingly important in the rest of the fight, in the rest of the game. Because it's going to come to a point where one team fight can cost you the entire game. So that is that. And we do see buyback on the Bounty Hunter as well as the Dragon Knight, so both on the dire side. With 3D Max, of course, just using buybacks, although Queen of Pain, in 3 minutes time, she will have a buyback again. And if we look at the Roshan and think about 3 minutes time, there might actually be a fight then, because in 1.5 minutes time, there will be a Roshan up again, and both teams will want Roshan, because with Roshan, you have that margin of error, and you want to be able to have that. You want to have that on your Dragon Knight again. So if he does focus an illusion to try and take down... What is his sword? His sword is actually pretty cool. Is it actually a set? It's a set. Oh, that's lame. It's an entire set. I didn't even notice that.
Middle tower is under attack.
You're... The Crimson Bracers, perfect fit for a night for your Knight after all. Whoa, wait a second. Hand of God going through its Queen of Pain is already going down there. Phantasm being popped, not being focused though. Cinnamon trying to get away from this one. Telekinesis up on the real Chaos Knight as well. Stunning up the illusions as well as Jakiro is still around there. Another Ice Path. Ledges on 2. Chen gonna be rocking away from this one as Laguna Blade picks off the Dragon Knight, who buys back instantly. And it will be the Shadow Demon that drops as well, dropping his Gem of True Sight as he goes. Reality Rift in on Cinnamon, who already uses BKB, will go down again. Double kill for the Lina. Dragon Knight comes back into this fight as the Bounty Hunter drops. Still 4 heroes alive here for 3D Max. And there's a stun hitting up on the Chaos Knight. Buyback hit from the Bounty Hunter as well. The only one that still had buyback from the dire side. And 3D Max will actually back off here. For 2 reasons. One, they have forced out the buybacks and I don't really want to focus anything with having the Templar Assassin being so low on life. 2, they were on the bottom lane, which is the lane they already have. So, well, rather they want to take Roshan instead, and they will be able to. There's nothing mTw can do against it, or maybe they're gonna still try. We could see it. If they lose the Roshan fight, if they try to fight it though, that will be Yeah, they're not even going to try, but that would be the game. But they're not going to try it, so they're not going to feel cheese being picked up by the Chaos Knight. They're not even going to try to sell it. And they will be having some more leeway there with that one as we have the gold grab dropping back up again. So the comeback from the comeback from the comeback from the comeback. I know. It's starting to get silly. I will just not mention it anymore. Maybe at the end of the game, depending on who wins.
Regeneration.
Oh, Bounty Hunter, what is he getting? Well, he's not getting anything anytime soon. He just bought back. Actually, he bought back already having 2k gold again. Nice job for him. Dragon Knight also bought back. So I'm gonna have this showing for the last time. This is the experience graph, but we have the temp process and Dragon Knight both at level 25. So this graph will slowly go to 0 again. Gold graph will not matter anymore either. It's gonna be mostly captaining. That's right. Captaining is gonna be the game here. It's gonna be more like chess, an active chess, because both teams want to get fights also. Because gold is still a factor, of course, but the choices that you make are so important right now that you can have the emphasis. The emphasis is just on the decisions that you make, and the decision that you make is usually dependent on the captain. Of course, some bad individual play can also cost you the game, but at this moment, it's going to be about the bigger. Well, it's going to be about the decisions that captains make normally. We see everybody of mTw holding back, as they should, because the 3D Max is on warpath. They have the Aegis, they have a cheese, they have got the Chaos Knight with double damage soon, not anymore, but they've got the advantage again. They definitely do. And Dragon Knight has to continue farming. It's gonna go for Satanic next. It's got enough gold for buyback again, but needs that timer down. Needs 2 minutes time to go back for that buyback. And I do think that both teams will want to have that gold for buyback. More important for mTw than it is for 3D Max, as the lanes are constantly pushed out towards mTw. But that buyback gold so important. As we look, and if we look now at the buyback list, it is all Radiant side. 4 heroes of the Radiant can buy back. And it's only the Chen that can buy back from mTw. Chen, of course, who is important to buy back, because if he can buy back, then he can throw out a Hand of God again. But you want to have the Dragon Knight able to buy back, and everything, basically. You want to have everything able to buy back. The 3D Max now gathering a bit on both lanes, actually, both top and bottom. It's actually the Maelstrom that gets picked up now by the Dragon Knight. Same item that he had in the previous game that we saw of them. Tracks going off on Lina. Sinrin, who walking a bit far forward, but no Chaos Knight to profit from that one in time. Chaos Knight was level 22, and still the time's ticking. We're keeping an eye on the time for the buyback for the Dragon Knight, because that's going to be really important. Though he doesn't have golden anymore for that one, so never mind me. I still look at 3D Max. They're just making sure that mTw cannot leave their base, and now they're gonna go in. They can throw out some harassment on this tower. They will be forced back again. There's rupture on the Chaos Knight. Shadow Poison through as well, but that's gonna be it. Fortification actually got forced out, but the tower still being down very low already. In the meantime, the top lane is getting pushed in as well. Nice split push. Nice split push indeed. And the illusions from the Manta Styles from the team of 3D Max. Well, the Manta Style from the Temporal Assassin and maybe the illusions from the Chaos Knight will be able to pick up the tower, and that's gonna be the tower. Last telekinesis up on the Temporal Assassin, gets on back, Shuriken as well, Dragon Tail, Ice Path, and they go in. Where's the BKBs? There's the BKBs! The BKBs all around, Macropire there as well, and they're turning on to Tulex, who does not have a buyback. If he dies, and he will. One more hit needed, and it's Chaos Knight that picks it up. Warlock is gonna be picked up here as well. The Aegis get popped on the side of 3D Max, but it's gonna be mTw that's gonna get forced back into their fountain. And I do feel that 3D Max, they were able to take at least 1 barracks for this one, and maybe even 2, because there's nothing for 80 seconds that they're gonna be able to do without that Dragon Knight. They need that Dragon Knight, and they're not having it right now. Tower getting picked up here as well, and this looks like Mega Creep. Laguna Blade still there, as we have got Matron being picked up again. 4 seconds stun and melt damage, as if he's a very tanky hero, which he's not. Cinnamon being turned into a piglet. Hand of God going through, uses Ghost Step. They're gonna be sent home by the Chen, but in the meantime, they are gonna get Mega Creeps against them, and that's gonna be very hard to fight, and they know that too, and they call GG. Well played. And this was a game for 62 minutes where 3D Max, formerly known as Gamer University, will win over mTw and going to the semi-finals of the Thor Open Qualifier semi-finals, which will be played tomorrow. And we'll have teams in it like Zero, and Pulse, I believe, is still in there as well as Fnatic NA. or Fnatic EU, I'm not entirely sure, but both of those were still in the pools when I checked last, so check out the brackets are being linked in the stream the whole time, so you can check that out. Tomorrow at 8, if you want to check out which stream, it might not be me, but I will list it in the post that I always do on my forums, which will be posted on Reddit, so you can always find out where you can go for which match, as there are a lot of matches tomorrow, as I already said. So, it will be 3D Max winning over mTw, Thor Open Qualifier, quarterfinals, 3D Max going to the semifinals. My name is Sheever, I am a Ghost to Gamers caster, and if you want to support me, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel on youtube.com/SheeverGaming. Very much appreciated, and I'll be signing off. It's actually quite late already, and if I might be casting tomorrow at 8 AM. Not entirely sure yet, so in that case I should be sleeping. But anyway, I'm gonna know that soon, hopefully, and yeah, I'm gonna tuning out in this game. Thank you for watching.